Welcome back, everyone, to the channel. We've got a live attack you'll see from my perspective hitting the base with an Electrone. I got two attacks, but one of them you'll see live, so hopefully you'll enjoy this video. All right, everybody. So I have both of these attacks here. They were both in war. We went up against Just Mitch, so it was a very nice warning, you guys. It was a random spin, so it was a lot of fun. I didn't end up recording live the first attack, but I'll go ahead and walk you through that one. But then on the second attack, it was live on the live stream, and I'll bring that one into this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed these attacks here. All right, so before I get into the first attack, which I actually hit number 8, I'm going to bring up Pleb's attack. He came in with the Electrone, and what I did was I just kind of adjusted it, right? So I took his hit, he didn't get it, he failed, but I will show you what I did to adjust it. So let's go ahead and think about Plebs are people too. Let's take a look at his attack in this base. So what did he do? He came with the Electrone, and he has the Stone Slammer down here. Why does he have the Stone Slammer? Well, if you take a look where if you were to take a blimp, you would have to fly across the base, across these air defenses, all the way to get to this queen. Remember, the objective is to get to the queen. And so what does he do? He sends the Stone Slammer right over here to hit this, to get into the Wizard Tower, then like the multi-target Inferno, kind of just clear this area and get in. Because otherwise, if he dropped the blimp over here, it would go straight for the Town Hall. It wouldn't work, right? And so you're going to see him drop the Stone Slammer right through here, and it's going to be responsible for going into here. So he does some balloons to kind of test, or necessarily he wanted the Stone Slammer to aggro the Archer Tower and have those balloons come in. But you'll see the Stone Slammer moves its way in. One drops a Tesla. He finds a Tesla there, and then it requires 2 drops on a Wizard Tower. So it comes in here, and he wants to drop the Clone and then the Rage over the Queen. He also does have a Poison, but it isn't maxed, right? So he doesn't have the max poison right there. The EDrag does end up killing the queen there, but then it moves over here, right? It moves to the outside here. Doesn't drop the heroes just yet. So you'll see him drop the heroes in a little bit. So the EDrag ends up killing the CC here. Or actually, no, it doesn't. The EDrag dies. Mine was able to. From the kind of the baby dragon and whatnot, and then out comes some skellies to the king. The witch ended up dying, so the king gets dropped here, and then the queen. So the king and queen were after the EDrag portion, right? So let's go ahead and skip through this a little bit. So the heroes go in, queen's going to step up and use her ability, but then take a look. He's going to lollow across the base this way. So let's take a look at the sweepers. We have sweeper number 1. So why is he choosing this way? So sweeper number 1 that's kind of pointing that way. Sweeper number 2 that is kind of pointing this way. So it really doesn't matter which way you kind of fly because you're going to hit a sweeper, right? Wrong. Well, to me at least. So why would I not fly this way, right? I would not fly this way because and solely because the eagle is on, if you take a look at the square, the eagle is over here. If you divide the square up into little quadrants, eagle's on this side of the square, meaning you would have to fly across the base and get through the square to 2 squares here to get to the eagle, right? So if you wanted to hit this base most efficiently, you want to fly this way across the base to get to this square first. That square is where the eagle is. You want to get there quickly. So what he does is he flies into the base around here, and he's not able to get to the eagle as quickly. He's going to get blown back either direction he comes, and he's going to have to deal with the eagle later on in the raid. So what I do is I kind of repeat the entry here, but I do a little bit differently, but then I fly this way to get to the eagle next. So let me go ahead and bring up my attack and walk you through exactly what I did. All right, so here is my attack, right? So I came in a little bit different. I have the bowler here, and then I also have a heal spell, and you'll take a look that I'm going to drop the bowler onto here. This lab has more health than the gold mine, so it will be able to take it down because I want to go here, and then I'm going to drop my king and queen first. Yes, first, because I feel my EDrag can kill the CC, so I don't have to worry. And it can clear all of this, and so then when the EDrag gets in here, it has nowhere to go but further deeper into this base. Plus, my queen or anything could potentially walk in if it opens the wall. So let's go ahead and take a look. So you're going to see me drop the bowler to get the skip going. So one, my heroes wouldn't end up running all the way around the base. I want to keep them condensed right into here. They're not end up going to break through the walls because I don't have any wall breakers. But here's the king, here's the queen. This is what I'm doing a little bit differently. There's also a Tesla here. And then I knew there's a Tesla here, so I dropped the stone slammer. I knew there wasn't any Sam, so I didn't need to drop a balloon. I knew it was going to make it in here perfectly fine. No worries. I popped the king ability. He's going to run around, right? So perfectly fine. Queen's going to step up. All of this is down now. So the EDrag has nowhere to go but to the queen, except this little storage right there. But it goes down right there. And then there is the clone and then the rage right there. So it has nowhere to go but into the base because everything down here is gone. So I'm going to go ahead. I popped it, cloned it, poisoned the CC. Queen ends up actually stepping up and helping. And then I end up killing the CC right there. And then you're going to see I do a little bit of damage to the defense, especially with the EDrag's lightning right there. And then what? What comes next? Well, now I'm going to Lalo this way across the base because the eagle is on this side. So that's the reason why I'm flying this way. So the Lava Hound's going to go to the air defense. And then the Warden, usually I like to drop him in the initial set of balloons as I'm flying in. So the 2 Hounds are flying in this way. I do have a 3rd Hound. I'm starting to find a little bit more success with 3 Hounds now and a heal. Especially, and I have 1 Inferno left. And there's normally, sometimes you'll see 2 Infernos or something up still on the board. So now what's going on? Well, now I find a tornado trap over here. These hounds are kind of just stalling up. And then all these balloons are kind of meeting up in the middle. I pop the ability, so when the eagle shots rain down, they don't get hit from all that splash. And in goes the balloons. And you'll see I'm struggling a little bit on this eagle, but since I am coming from this side, I am able to take it down, right? I'd rather get to the eagle, have a little bit more health, and get inside that circle as quick as possible and not have to fight the eagle shots towards the end, which would be a little bit what I would have to do if I came from the other way. And now I drop the heal for the final spot right over here on this wizard tower and able to heal the balloons up and get going through the base. So you can see the little differences between what he did versus what I did. I just literally just kind of copied the hit, did a little bit different entry in the beginning to get more value I felt with the EDrag, and then Lalo the other way because the eagle's position of the base. That is why I went from this way versus from the top side. And you can see exactly what it resulted in for this base. So now let me go ahead and bring up the other attack. I'll go ahead and walk you through my plan and you'll see if I ended up getting the triple in that one. And if not, what I learned. So hopefully you guys enjoy that attack as well. All right, so here is the base right here on number 6. And I'm going to walk you through my plan. You can see the troops down below. You obviously don't know what happened. So what do I do in this attack? Well, I do the Electrone, right? And I have the Stone Slammer as well, right? So I'm doing the same thing because I can't fly all the way across the base. If I try to fly across the base, I'll have to try to fly across this, fly across that. It just would be way too difficult. And then I take the Stone Slammer so I can go into here, but there's the king that's right next to the queen, and that can be a little risky. You don't want to send the EDrag either as through a blimp or through a stone slammer, and you don't want the king to be between the queen and wherever you're kind of entering from because the EDrag could get locked onto the king and just never end up moving onto the queen or the CC or anything else, and it could be a bad thing. So what was my plan? Well, I wanted to plan to send my king over here and kill the enemy king. So how do I do that? Well, I have 2 giants. What are my 2 giants for? I use 1 giant over here and a wizard to clear this. Strictly so I can drop the king here. You can go from here, here, and then into the base. I drop a minion. I want to drop a minion right there on the army camp and take that down to force the king in. And you can see that king radius. The moment the king gets right here to go to the town hall, this king is going to step over the wall, and I'm going to be able to pop my ability and kill him. So now what? If I'm going to drop my king there, I don't want to pull the CC because I do also know this wasn't a fresh attack. There's an ice golem in there. And so what do I want to do? So if I use my king over here and he clears this, clears the enemy king, I'm going to send the stone slammer right here, right? Perfectly fine. It's going to go in here. I'm going to drop the rage clone, poison, and take the queen out and the CC out. Now, where's the best spot to drop your queen? Look at all the air defenses right here. Right? These are all the air defenses. The tornado trap is in this area. Let's see the sweepers. Sweepers pointing that way. Sweepers pointing that way. So I was thinking I want to drop a giant right here and then my queen right behind, because if you look, if I could step up and go into here and I can remove all of this, if all of those defenses can go down, then what that is if this is down, I can fly straight into the base just like this and fly closer to this eagle. If these stuff stay up, the balloons that come from here will go from here to here to here to here to here to here, right? More chance of running around the base, around the eagle, which is what I don't want. If I clear this, right, just if I clear all that, then they have an easier chance to go a little tighter circle into the eagle. So that is why I removed this, to keep the balloons in a better chance to get closer to that eagle, even though there is a sweeper that is pushing me back. I'll have some haste spells fighting through that. I got to get to the eagle as quick as possible, and that is why I want to fly from this way. I want to go from this way into, if the sweeper was pointing this way and this one was pointing this way, 100% I would go this way. If this sweeper right here was pointed, let's say this way, I would 100% be flying this way. Or I would be going like this. The air sweeper positioning is the key to the flight path of the loons. If they're both kind of pointing into one another, you don't really have a choice. You're going to have to pick one over the other, and you're going to just kind of have to fight through it and use the haste spell. So now, that is why I wanted to drop my giant and queen over here, do the king here, and fly into the base just like that. So now let me go ahead and shoot you over to the actual live hit, and hopefully you guys enjoy that one. And let's attack in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, we are live. Okay, we'll go with a minion right here. Go ahead with the giant queen right here. My hammer. Kill the enemy king, please. There you go. Don't want to pull the CC. So I do not want to do. No, 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 no. Please die, king. Please die. There we go. Where's the eagle shots coming down? Gordon, please follow in. Still have one more. They couldn't heal on the backside. Yeah, didn't have enough. Well, we have the EDrag still up, but dang it, this is where I need the heal, or unless the EDrag can do something. EDrag. I mean, I don't know. Can I still get it? Can the EDrag clutch it? It's trying to skip onto the Wiz Tower. Oh! Oh! 28 seconds! Hold up, I thought I did have it. 25. The EDrag saves the day? Hold on. I think we got it. I think we got it. All planned. All planned. Interesting. So what did you guys think of the attack? That was absolutely crazy. The EDrag, I wanted to bring it up here and point out that fact and to show you what the EDrag did. but I thought I was going to fail. I thought I was going to not going to get it, but the EDrag ends up clutching these two buildings, those two defenses. And as you can see, the EDrag was out here, and then it stayed up the whole time, right? So then it moves out of range, and it comes back around. And so the EDrag works its way around here, and then comes all the way back to clutch up the attack. And so as you can see, I also took out these defenses with the queen. Didn't end up killing that cannon there. And now I'm flying into the base here. You can kind of take a look that since I removed these defenses, because these balloons direct targeted the cannon there, these balloons are going to stay in the core. That Tesla also helps pull the balloons in. Drop the freeze there, but you can see here, the balloons are going in here, right? If these defenses were up, all of these balloons would probably like, oh, I'm going to go this way and around the base. You want to create a path to get to that eagle, and that's exactly what this is doing. This is creating that path to get to that eagle to give me the best chance to get that triple, right? So now a few of them now go to that eagle. Otherwise, if they were over here, they would have probably all pieced out on the side and continued around, and this eagle would have stayed up the whole time in the middle and not been able to get that. So it came very close in this attack. It was a nice war. Obviously, we didn't get the victory here. Justin Mitch definitely handed it to us 84-71, but still, it was a lot of fun to do some live hits here. I did the last one on the live stream. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, kind of going through those two attacks. It was nice to bring some live attacks back to the channel on the Town Hall 11. It's been a little bit. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe down below for the daily videos. But anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys next time. Carbonfin is signing out. Peace.